Hello, welcome. My name is Hayati Steven, and I'm the founder of African Hydrogen Fellowship. The fellowship in itself was put together because we saw a need to help Africa not to fall back in the development journey um, amongst other nations. And when we begin to look at how the world is shaping up towards advancing their energy strategies, we now see that hydrogen would then play an important role, especially when it comes to decarbonization strategies and the technologies that are available to decarbonize industries and other hard to abate sectors, say for example fertilizer, steels, shipping. And so we put together the fellowship because we wanted to equip Africans with a skill. For us, the aim, and this is something that I had said to my team when we started the fellowship, was that the aim was never to give people a certificate. We really want people to be knowledgeable and to be able to translate that knowledge into applicability, especially when it comes to project development and project management in the African hydrogen economy. And so this is our information session, so as to be able to help people to have a better understanding of why we started it. So I'll start with the first question. Well, you don't need a hydrogen background to apply. What you need is interest. And in fact, you don't need a technical background to apply. The way we structured the fellowship is such that people are put into several groups, because every cohort has, say, maybe about 40% in it. And these 40% are then subdivided into groups, and it is within this group that people now begin to participate, network with each other, and work on projects. They will have a group project. Now, in that group, we are very selective, such that we want people, say maybe for every group now, we would want someone with a finance background, someone with a policy background, or maybe international relations or political knowledge, someone with a technical background, say mechanical engineering, and someone maybe that has a data background. And since AI is coming into place, maybe someone that has some knowledge of AI also. So you don't need to have the background. It is open to people that are not even very science oriented in their knowledge, but they are willing to work in the energy sector, or they want to work in the energy sector, because the hydrogen economy would also need lawyers and finance experts to work on hydrogen deals and projects. So yes, that's the way it is. Yes, if you're working or studying, you can apply. However, it's important that you know that the project is very intensive. So you need to commit about 15 hours every week to learning, to coming to class, to engaging with your group members, and also with your cohort. So you can apply if you are able to make that time. Usually, in-time classes would happen once in a week or once in 2 weeks, but then you would have readings to do, you would have assignments, research to carry out, and also we expect that you network with people. So at least 10 hours per week. Okay, you need to have a project idea. However, your project idea would only be suggestive, because we would be putting people into a group, and we would also have we have also worked with institutions, and these institutions would have suggested real-time problems that the market needs, and then if your topic aligns with that topic, then we put you in that group. That's how we group people. So what you need to have is an idea of what you would want to work on. So not necessarily a topic or a project idea, but let's say you're interested in how hydrogen can help the agricultural sector. Now that would have to do with fertilizers and ammonia. So if you have a project that has to do with fertilizer and ammonia, then we'll put you there. But all of these things will be spelled out in the application questions. Okay, in the motivations questions, we are looking for people that are ready to learn, and their motivation is not just the desire to add just one more certificate to their long list of certificates. We are really looking for people that want to participate in the economy. They have a track record of finishing what they have started, and we also want people to be able to tell us their understanding of the African energy sector. And if you can able to bring that together and you couple it to your career goals for the future, I believe you would stand a very good chance. So the capacity to be able to show us a track record of you finishing what you start, and your commitment to learning and willingness to be a part of the solution in the African hydrogen economy gives you, and if you're able to spell that out in your motivation letter, you would be probably in the top 1% of applicants. Yes, the fellowship is very open to women. In fact, in the next cohort, we are giving a special quota to women. So 40% of people that would be looking out for to bring into the fellowship will be women, especially. So we can guarantee that 40% will be women. Now, the reason for doing this is because we want women to really participate, and for us, women are very important. They are a core of our work. Majority of the people on our team are women, and even our facilitators, majority of them are women, and we think that women need to start taking more place in the African energy sector. And for us, our commitment, especially women from underrepresented backgrounds. And so please, women, ladies and girls, we encourage you please to apply. We need you to be part of this. People with disabilities can apply. In fact, we are very inclusive in our policy, which is a huge part of our organizational structure. And so we would want people with disabilities to apply. We believe that disability, maybe any physical disability, does not mean that you do not bring value to the world. And we believe in your value to the world. In fact, I would not say people with disabilities, I would say people that are gifted in a way that is not in the conventional way. So we would want you to please join us, apply. And we believe that with all of this, you would be able to contribute. With the knowledge you'll be given via the fellowship, you'll be able to contribute more and bring more value to the African continent. You're a part of the African continent, and this is you gaining capacity to contribute at the maximum level. And yeah, thank you. That's all. If you do all of this, we believe that you would be able to have an excellent application. Now, if there are other questions on your mind, please drop them in the comment section and we'll be willing to take them. Don't forget, follow us on LinkedIn at African Hydrogen Fellowship, and also on Instagram and Twitter, X, the same name, African Hydrogen Fellowship. We look forward to receiving your applications, and we hope that you follow us so that you can stay updated. Once again, my name is Adeji Steven, and it's been nice sharing this with you. Thank you.
African Hydrogen Fellowship.